This is a piece that's actually dedicated to my boss. So his surname is Short, S-H-O-R-T. So it's a very short surname, but it's also the word short. And he's a very tall man, which I think is interesting. I also dedicate this to him because he works with young people and I work with young people, and he treats every single one of them with the respect that they deserve, and I respect that in turn. So this is dedicated to him. There's a man I know who isn't good with words. He spins them in oil and threads them with copper, stirs them with too much salt. When he writes them, they shrivel the page. When he shares them, they stain his hands. When he passes them, he looks down, as if his feet could turn marble into syllables, tap, 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 tap. When he asks for them, they knock on his window, begging to be let in. When he hides them, they show through his jeans. But when you give him words, spin them, hide them, share them, pass them, he holds them like little sapphires, as if he could make jewelry out of all the things you didn't know how to say. There's a man I know who listens the way he breathes, deeply, slowly, as if your words were the rise and fall of his chest, as if he could take them and warm his hands on everything you were too proud to say. There's a man I know who holds fear the way some men hold children, as if it's too small for them. There's a man I know who is definitely not a hugger, who doesn't interrupt, who laughs like jokes were invented just to make him laugh, who has only ever hugged me once, like I was bottled joy filled to bursting in his arms, who has only ever said fuck once in his life. Every single day. In awe at every word he gets given help, given time, given more. There's a man I know who is a narrative, self-contained, conflicted, but with a moral and character. There's a man I know who has perfect handwriting, but imperfect hands, who writes all in caps but never screams. There's a man I know who is a contradiction, tall, short, heavy, light, old, young, open, closed. There's a man I don't know who sits right across from me, is a disjointed letter, a you bent out of shape, a me bent back into one, who is a poem out of water, is words on a page, is the most beautiful thing God knew how to make when he asked him to make us better. I met this man who holds silence like a love letter, keeps it in his back pocket, takes it out whenever someone isn't being heard, and folds it out over them like it's their own private moment that he'll share with them, but only if they ask. And then he does, silently and quietly, and they wonder how he got so good with words. Thank you.